Hi everyone, this is U.S. Immigration Attorney Sharifa Tharpe, and I am here live to take your U.S. immigration related questions. So if you have a question, go ahead and put your questions in the comments now so that I may go ahead and answer your questions today. So I am going to formally introduce myself as those questions come in, as you join me. And but keep in mind that as soon as you have that question, go ahead and put it in the comments or use the Q&A feature. I'm U.S. Immigration Attorney Sharifa Tharpe, and I help clients to get their green cards and status in the United States. So if you're going through the process, if you're thinking about going through the process, or even if you've been through the process, you can go ahead and ask any immigration related question that you would like. I usually come with a topic to talk about, and so today I'm going to be giving you a general idea of how you can apply for the green card. So all the different ways I'm going to give you a broad overview of all the different ways that you can apply for a green card, whether you're documented or undocumented in the United States. In the meantime, though, put your questions in the comments. Now, if you would like to contact me and schedule a consultation, you can go to the link in my bio. It's going to take you to the website where you will see the phone number, you'll see a contact form, and then from there you can call. You can call even today. There will be a scheduling coordinator available, and there's also a phone after hours receptionists who are available 24/7 to take your information. So you can call or you can complete a contact form, and the scheduling coordinator will get back to you once they get your information, contact you, and schedule a consultation with me. Now let's talk about that. How can you apply for a green card? So I get so many questions like, can I have a visitor's visa and then come to the United States and stay for a certain amount of time and then apply for the green card? The short answer is unfortunately no. Can you apply for the green card through a friend? No. Through a cousin? No. Through an aunt? No. Or through a grandparent? No. So good morning. How long a baby get their passport to come to Jamaica? So it could take a few weeks. It could take 4 to 6 weeks. It just depends on where they are with the processing. So keep those questions coming. I'm here to answer your U.S. immigration questions. So why not take advantage of me, a U.S. immigration attorney, being here to answer your questions? Right now, I'm talking about how can you apply for a green card, whether you're here without your status in the United States, whether you're outside of the United States. How can you apply for a green card? I get so many questions about that, and I want to clear up a few misconceptions along the way. Hi there, 592G1. Thanks for saying hi. Teacher Steve 37. It's nice to see you here today. Hi, how to apply for TPS? So great question. Now you have to be the citizen of a country that has been designated as a TPS country. So for example, Venezuela has just been announced to be a TPS country. Haiti has just been announced to be a TPS country. Hi there, Tamara. It's nice to see you too. Thanks for the compliment. And so once they post up the instructions, they usually post up the specific application form. I don't usually go through the forms here because I don't want anybody to go and complete forms on my account without getting legal advice. But there are specific forms that you have to complete, and then you have to show evidence. So you have to show, they usually have a specific date that you have to be in the country, and that you have to show that you have been continuously present for that amount of time on or before the designated date. You have to show that you haven't been convicted for certain criminal conduct, and then they will approve your application. Now once they approve your application, you would get a work permit. Usually they designate a certain amount of time, so 18 months, but keep in mind that it is customary for them to continue to extend the TPS status and you can continue to renew it as long as that the whatever has caused your country to be a protected country is still continuing. I appreciate you so much. You always make the time to reply to everyone. 592G1. Thank you so much for that. I do try to make the effort. So, Kida, can they apply for me? Let me see. I didn't see. Oh, good day. My mom and sisters live in the U.S. For 10 years. They are all married. So your mom, if your mom is a U.S. citizen, or now if you are over 21 or under 21 and unmarried, you're not married, your green card holder mom would be able to sponsor you. If your mom is a U.S. citizen, you're married or unmarried, your mom would be able to sponsor you. Your sisters, if they're U.S. citizens, would be able to sponsor you. But keep in mind that these processes, it depends on your age. But if you're not under 21, so if you're under 21, it can be a fast process if your mom is a U.S. citizen. If you're over 21, it can take a couple of years. So just keep that in mind. Siblings applying for U.S. citizens applying for their siblings, it's taking a minimum of 14 years right now. All right. Okay. Thank you. The baby's dad is from Jamaica, but he's having some problems. Don't know why. So if he's having problems, I wouldn't know why. You have to make sure that the baby does qualify for a U.S. passport, and but you definitely have to get legal advice if there is an issue going on. So, Carrie Ann Beckford. So, I also do tax planning for immigrants. So, pre-immigration tax planning mainly. So, that is the other area. So, yes, so thank you for asking that. So, and you can also go to the link in my bio to learn more about what I do. So with immigration issues, it's usually helping people to get status and a green card in the United States. I also help people to come to the United States and learn what they need to comply with U.S. tax laws, what they need to save money or save on their assets if they're moving to the U.S. Because becoming residents in the United States can have U.S. tax consequences, and you want to make sure you don't have any surprises. So that is another leg of my practice. You can go to my site, the link in my bio, to learn more about that. So I'm from Trinidad, Sakida. So Trinidad, okay, great. I applied for asylum. I have a work permit. How do I apply for a green card? So usually after you've had asylum for a year, you can apply for adjustment of status. And there is a specific process. I don't get into the forms here, but you would go through the adjustment of status process. Now, Elita, if you would like representation through the process of adjusting from having asylum to a green card holder, give me a call at 561-405-4889. Let's get started. Is it normal to get your interviews before you receive your work permit, marriage base? So Tuk 1981, that can happen. It can happen. Unfortunately, work permits are taking a long time, and so you could get that interview first. What you do need to make sure is that you're absolutely prepared for that interview, that you carry all your evidence, that you make sure that if you missed any evidence, that you take it with you. Queen Josette, it's nice to see you. Because what may happen is sometimes if you go to the marriage base and they do need more information, which can be a pain and it can definitely lead to a delay, you may get the work permit afterwards, after the interview. So how long after submitting all documents should I expect a response? Teacher Steve, it depends on what type of application you're filing for. Hi there, Queen Josette. Thanks for the compliment. My sister is... So you've been documentarily qualified since December 5th, 2020 and already received 2 pre-interview for this year. Okay, great. And still waiting on her interview. So yeah, so unfortunately there's a lot of backlog right now and delays. Just hang tight, check on your case, make sure there's nothing they need. Kida, you're welcome. Just saw a video showing individuals who were Haitians, but not one had, okay. I'm not sure what that is. What is the minimum amount should your husband, what is the minimum amount should your husband be giving in salary for 5 persons? So there is a chart, and I did do a video as well. So if you want to scroll through a few videos back, you'll see that. There is also a chart called the I-864P form. That will give you all the information you need. If you go to uscis.gov and just in the search bar put in the I-864P form, it's a great form, and it will tell you the amount that your husband needs to be making in whatever state that you're residing in to be able to now, to sponsor 5 persons, it would include those 5 persons plus who is in the house. So you definitely have to calculate that. If there are additional people in the household, it's based on the household. So she received 180 days and 60 days already. Do you have any idea what will happen next? So I'm not sure what the 120 days is and what the 60 days is. I don't know. Please clarify. Thanks, that unusual chick, for the follow. How much money a husband should be making? So Queen just said, go to uscis.gov and go find the I-864P form. That will give you the information you need. You're welcome, Tug 1981. How does the E2 visa thing work? Do you have to be legally in the country to qualify? Actually, Dejane, you shouldn't be in the country without status. In order to get the E2, you'll have to get the visa, the E2 visa, you'll have to get it in your home country. And so you would not, if you're without status in the United States, you wouldn't be able to get it. Now, what the E2 visa is for either employees of a company in your country. So if you're the employee of an E2 country business, then they need you to take on a managerial role. For example, if that business is looking to expand to the United States and you're an employee and they have assigned you the responsibility to go and set things up in the country, that could be your path to an E2, where once you got the E2, you would be running the business, you would be an employee of the business, running the business, and living, working here, and you can also bring your family here, and your spouse would be able to get a work permit or go to school while on the E2 status as well. Now, if you have your own business, you're looking to expand or start a business in the United States, and you are the citizen of an E2 country, that's another way to get the E2 visa. But keep in mind that you have to have a substantial investment. Doesn't need to be millions of dollars, but it has to be a substantial investment that you have or you're currently investing in the U.S. business to be able to qualify for this. And you also have to show that it is necessary for you to be in the United States to be able to run the business. So when a person is applying for their citizenship, can they still apply for a fiancé visa? Not until you become a citizen, because you're not officially a citizen until it's approved and you get sworn in. So Tamara Brown, let's see. Hang tight, everyone. I'm trying to get to your questions as soon as I can. So I'm scrolling through very quickly. Can your father file for you on his green card, but he's sick and unable to work? It is possible, but he will need to have a sponsor, co-sponsor, to show that you will be supported financially. The Queen just said, you're welcome. Hi there, Mirab. It's nice to see you. Do you help people with international adoption? It depends on, I don't actually help to find find a child to adopt. But once you get to the immigration aspect of it, that is something I can definitely help you with. It just depends on the country and what the facts are. So schedule a consultation. So Mirab, I don't see that question. Let's see. Can you retype, please? Is there anything you can help with for a quick interview? F21. So no, an attorney can't necessarily speed up the process for you. However, having an attorney can help to make it a smoother process and as a result, a quicker process. Also, there are ways to expedite your case if you do have a justifiable reason why you need a quicker interview date. So what you can do is schedule a consultation to be able to discuss your case and figure out if there is anything that can be done. I applied for I-130 June 2020. How long time for approval or decision? Widow. So Mirab, I noticed you said the I-130 and as a widow. So if you are a widow, it's going to be maybe a different application process. It just depends on the facts of your case. But right now, I-130s, if it's properly filed, is taking about 18 to 24, so 18 months for an approval. So a little over a year. If I made a mistake with my town of birth on my marriage certificate, will it affect my papers? So sometimes not. No, what it will do is there will be a contradiction to the one on your application to the birth certificate, and that can raise flags for the officer. So what you'll need to make sure is that you make sure that you make that correction. So thank you so much. How long will the process take? So Tamara, I'm not sure what your previous question was. I'm so sorry. I'm going through so many questions. I'm not sure if you were the fiance one. If it was a fiance, it's taking about 18 months for a fiance visa. Addis 91, thanks. I was married, but all my papers are in my married name. Still, can I apply for a U.S. visa? So I was married, all my papers are in my married name. Still, can I apply for a visa, U.S. visa still? So you can, yes, you can, but what will happen is that you have to show proof that you changed your name. I'm so sorry for that. I just got disconnected and I am back now. So get that corrected, but you'll definitely have to explain that you had a name change. My father filed for my son and I, however, a year after I got married and had a baby. Does that affect me? That could affect you, that unusual chick. It could absolutely affect you. So you would definitely get legal advice, because in the case, if your father filed for you as the unmarried son or daughter of a U.S. citizen or a green card holder, it's going to affect your status, your filing status. So Andre Henry, thanks for the follow. Can a green card apply for married child that is currently in the USA? Can a green card holder apply for married? No, so no married children. Mirab Hussein, you're welcome. TGS Inta, thanks for the follow. Was about green card who is sick and unable to work. So Tamara, okay, so if you are over 21, Tamara, it's going to take a couple of years. So if your father is a U.S. citizen, it's taking, you're unmarried and you're over 21, it's taking 6 to 7 years. If you're unmarried, your father's a green card holder, it's taking 5 to 6 years. What if you started the filing in Jamaica and wanted to switch the application to USA application? Andre Henry, it depends on your situation. So if you're already in the United States, you can file for an adjustment of status application if you qualify. If you're the spouse of a U.S. citizen, if you're under 21, and unmarried, or you are the parent of a U.S. citizen who is over 21, then that could be a possibility. But you have to be careful because it depends. Are you in the United States, and do you qualify to apply for adjustment of status? Do you apply for work permit for persons? So yes, Ray Babi, that is definitely a part of what I do. So I definitely help clients to get their work permit, but you have to qualify first. So work permits usually apply in cases where you're applying for a green card, or you're applying for some sort of status that also allows you to apply for a work permit. All right, so thanks so much. I'm going to be back later on today. So that unusual chick, you will need to schedule a consultation, and let's see what the consequences are, because I don't know what your facts are. I don't know how it will affect you. So first, I'll have to advise you on how to fix that your status first. Get the facts, and then I can advise you. So that unusual chick, schedule a consultation. My mom left the U.S. for a couple of years. Can she renew her green card? It may be possible. Now, if she left the U.S., there is a way to get what's called an SB1 visa to come back to the United States and then reapply for permanent residence. But you have to show that it was not intentional to leave the United States, and that you continue to maintain domicile and status in the U.S., like pay bills, pay taxes, even though you left. So it is quite an involved process. So call, schedule a consultation. Andre Henry, 27. It's $150 for up to an hour to discuss your case. And it's worth it, because when you walk out of that consultation, you'll know whether you're on the right path, whether you qualify, whether there's a better option. It will help you to avoid devastating mistakes. For example, in this case, where if you're already in the United States, you want to apply, you want to make sure you qualify to apply in the U.S. first. So schedule a consultation. You can do that. Scheduling coordinators are available Monday to Friday and Saturday and Sunday. So you can call 24/7. On Mondays to Fridays from 9:30 to 11 p.m. scheduling coordinators are available, and then also Saturday, Sunday from 12 noon to 5 p.m. So there will be a scheduling coordinator available to schedule a consultation and confirm it. After the interview scheduled in your country for I-130, how can you mess it up? So Queen B, you can mess it up by lying, maybe failing the medical exam. So for example, if there's weed in the person's system, that can be a serious big problem. Lying, not being honest, being caught in the lie, that's one of the worst things. Not providing the right information, not attending the interview and carrying the right documentation. So it's very important that you prepare sufficiently for that interview. I am going to be back later on today, so it's not the last that you'll see of me. I am here every day to answer your questions. So if you haven't already, follow me, and as soon as you see me go live, you can hop on with me and ask anything that's immigration related. Queen B, you're welcome. So go ahead and follow me, or go to the link in my bio to call, schedule a consultation. The phone lines are open 24/7. There are scheduling coordinators who are available Monday to Friday, 9:30 a.m. to 11 p.m., as well as Saturday and Sundays, 12 noon to 5 p.m. So you can always get in touch with the firm, and we will either call you back to schedule a consultation. Addis 91. You are welcome. I'll be back. So follow me and hop on with me and just start asking your questions. I'll be back later on today, guys. Have a good one. Bye.